Dear students, welcome once again to Army Public School PMA Resource Network. Before going to start this lesson of mathematics, please subscribe this page and click on bell icon so that you can get the notification of our upcoming videos. In this lesson of mathematics, we will discuss the topic fraction. The topics which we will discuss in this lectures are mixed numbers. The second topic is improper fractions and the third topic is converting fractions. These topics are from week 9 of our syllabus. The objectives of these topics are to identify what is numerator and denominator of a fraction. The second objective is to express a mixed number as an addition of a proper fraction and a whole number. And the third objective is to express mixed number and improper fraction in its simplest form. The last objective of this week is to express an improper fraction as a mixed number and vice versa. Dear students, first of all, I will give you a brief introduction of fraction. The question arises, what is fraction? Students, fraction represent equal parts of a whole or a collection. Now, what is the meaning of fraction of a whole? Fraction of a whole means when we divide a whole into equal parts. Each part is a fraction of the whole. For example, here we have a watermelon. This is one whole. When we divide it into two equal parts, so each part is one half. And here we get the fraction of a whole. Again here we divide this whole into four equal parts. So each part is 1/4 of the whole. Students, as we know that fraction has two parts. These two parts are numerators and denominator. Here we will learn how to identify what is numerator and denominator. In fraction, the top number is called the numerator and the bottom number is called the denominator. The bar between the numerator and the denominator is called the fraction bar. For example, here you can see a fraction that is 5/6. 5, this is above the bar, so this is the numerator, and the 6, this is below the bar, so this is denominator. Now, what is numerator? Numerator is the number of parts being considered, and denominator means the numbers of equal parts in the whole. Students, in this slide we will solve few more examples to understand what are numerators and what are denominators, or we will identify what are numerators and what are denominators of a fraction. Example A is, Here we have a fraction that is 11 by 2. In this example or in this fraction, 11 is a numerator and 2 is the denominator. In example B, we have a fraction that is 10 by 17. Now 10 is the top number, so it is the numerator, and 17 is at the bottom, so it is the denominator. Students, now we will discuss what are types of fractions. There are three types of fractions. The first is proper fractions. This is a fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator. For example, we have a fraction 2 by 8. As you can see, 2 is less than 8, so this is proper fraction. The second type is improper fraction. In this fraction, the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. For example, we have a fraction 5 by 2. Here 5 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. As 5 is greater than 2, so this is improper fraction. Another example is 4 by 4. As these two numbers are equal, that is numerator and the denominator both are equal, so this is also improper fraction. The third type is mixed fractions. A mixed number or mixed fractions is the sum of a natural number and a proper fraction. For example, here we have two wholes and a fraction that is 1 by 2. So when we combine these two wholes and this fraction part, we get the number 2 whole 1 by 2. And this number is called, or this fraction is called, mixed fraction. For example, now here you can see 1 whole plus 1 whole plus fractional part. When we combine these three, we get the number that is 2 whole 1 by 2, and this number or this fraction is called mixed number or mixed fraction. Now we will move towards the topic of mixed numbers. Students, what are mixed numbers? A mixed number is a whole number and a proper fraction represented together. It generally represents a number between any two whole numbers. Look at the given image. It has two parts. It represents a fraction. This is the fraction that is greater than 1 but less than 2. This is the whole part, that is 1, and this is the fractional part. This fraction part is less than 2, and this number which we get by combining 1 whole and fractional part, that is 3 by 4, this is less than 2. That is, this fraction or this number lies between 1 and 2. 1 is the whole part and 3 by 4, this is the fraction part, and this is less than 2. So this is a mixed number. The mixed number is 1 whole 3 by 4. What are parts of mixed number? A mixed number is formed by combining three parts: a whole number, a numerator, and a denominator. The numerator and denominator are part of the proper fraction that makes the mixed number. For example, here is a example, that is 2 whole 1 by 5. Now what are the parts here? 2 is the whole number, this 1 is the numerator, and this 5 is the denominator. So by combining whole number, numerator and the denominator, we get mixed number. Students, here we will solve few more examples of how to write a mixed number. In example 1, what are the mixed numbers shown? A part is, here as you can see, 3 wholes and 1 half is present. So we will write it as 3 whole plus 1 by 2. This is the fractional part. 1 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. And this is equals to 3 whole 1 by 2. So 3 wholes and 1 half is 3 whole and 1 by 2. In example B, you can see we have 2 wholes and 3/4 here. So 2 plus 3 by 4th. This 3 by 4th is the fractional part and this 2 is the whole part. When we combine these two parts, we get the mixed number. And what we get the mixed number? That is 2 whole 3 by 4th. So 2 wholes and 3/4 is 2 whole and 3 by 4. Students, here we will learn how to draw fractions on number line. Students, number lines are another way to visualize fraction. We can plot fraction on a number line and can see where our fraction is located. For example, here we have a fraction that is 3 by 5. Now to draw it on a number line or to find it on a number line, first of all we have draw a number line between 0 and 1 because it has no whole part, so it lies between 0 and 1. Next, between 0 and 1 we have divide it into 5 equal parts. This is 1 by 5, this is 2 by 5, this is 3 by 5, this is 4 by 5, this is 5 by 5, which is equals to 1. So where is our desired number located? Our desired number, that is 3 by 5, is located over here. This is the position, that is 3 by 5. So this is our required place. Student, here question arises that why we divide it into 5 equal parts. We divide it into 5 equal parts because we have 5 in the denominator. Whatever number we have in the denominator, so we will divide into that number. If we have 4 here, then we will divide it into 4 equal parts. Let's solve an example that graph the proper fraction on a number line. The fraction is 3 by 4. Again, to answer this, we know that this fraction lies between 0 and 1 and we will divide it into 4 equal parts. Why 4 equal parts? Because we have 4 in the denominator. So this is 1 by 4, this is 2 by 4, this is 3 by 4, and here we have 4 by 4, which is equals to 1. And our given number or given fraction is 3 by 4. So this fraction lies over here. So this is our required point. At this point we have got our result. Students, here we will learn the representation of mixed numbers on a number line. To represent mixed numbers on number lines, here are few steps that we have to follow. Step 1 is look at the number line. Step 2 is look at the mixed number you are going to represent or place on the number line. Step 3 is, if necessary, label all the points on the number line. Step 4 is place the point on the number line. Now we will solve an example how we have represented this number on a number line. The given number is 1 whole 1 by 4, and we have to represent this number on number line at a point which is point A. So first of all we will draw the number line like this, that is we will start from 0 and this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. We have divided each whole part into 4 equals part. The first is 1 by 4, this is 2 by 4, this is 3 by 4, this is 4 by 4. Again, this is the whole part. Now, between 1 and 2, we will also divide this into 4 equal part. This is 1 by 4, this is 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4. Now, to plot this number, that is 1 whole 1 by 4. This 1 whole means that this number lies after 1. So this is 1. So our number will lie over here. That is, this is the 1 whole part and this is the 1 by 4th. So this is our point A where we have obtained or got a result. This is the number 1 whole 1 by 4. Now we will come to the topic, that is improper fraction. Students, improper fraction means whose numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. Such fractions are usually rewritten as mixed numbers or whole number. For example, here we have A, which is the numerator, by B, this is the denominator. Now in improper fraction, our numerator will be, that is A part will be greater than B. Here are the few examples, that are, the first is 4 by 3, the second is 3 by 2, the third is 10 by 5, the fourth is 15 by 15. Here we have discussed earlier that if the numerator and the denominator are equal, then this type of fraction is also improper fraction. And the last example is 100 by 50. You can see in these examples, numerators are greater than or equal to the denominator. So these are examples are improper fraction. Here we will learn how to write improper fractions. Student, you can see here we have two shapes. The first shape is divided into 6 parts and the second shape is also divided into 6 equal parts. Now you can see in both the shapes we have 7 parts that are shaded. So the 7 parts that are shaded, we will write it in the numerator. Now what is the denominator here? The denominator will be the parts in which shape is divided, as we have divided into 6 equal parts here. So the 6 number is the denominator. So 7 by 6, this is our improper fraction. Students, the things to remember in improper fractions are how we get the numerator and the denominator in improper fractions. So, what is the numerator in improper fraction? As you know, numerator is the top number. And how we get it in the improper fraction? Numerator is how many parts do we have in total. This is the numerator in improper fraction. And what is the denominator in improper fraction? The denominator in improper fraction is how many parts as each whole have been splitted in. You can see that here in this example, we have divided each shape into 2 equal parts. So 2 is our denominator, and you can see here that out of 12, 11 parts are shaded. So this 11 is our numerator. Now, what is the fraction in the given example? Now, you can see here we have 1 whole and 2/3. You can see here that we have divided this whole into 3 equal parts. Out of these 3 equal parts, the 2 parts are shaded. So, how we will find our fraction? We will solve it like this, that there are 1 whole and 2/3. You can see this is 1 whole and this is 2/3. And we have divided this 1 whole into 3 equal parts. 3 equal parts mean we have get 3/3. 3/3 mean 3 by 3, that is 3 equal part. So to get this fraction or this number, we will combine 1 whole and 2 by 3. So this is 1 whole and 2 by 3, which is equals to 3 by 3. This 3 by 3 means we have divided this 1 whole into 3 equal part, and this is 2/3. This 2/3 is from second shape. You can see here the 2 parts are shaded. So this is 2/3. So when we combine or when we add this, we will get the answer, that is 5 by 3, which is our required answer. Now we will move our topic, that is converting fraction. That is how to convert a fraction into mixed number and how to convert a mixed number to an improper fraction. Example 1 is convert 5 whole 3 by 9 into an improper fraction. To convert mixed number into improper fraction, we will use a formula. Now let's see the solution. For solution, we will use the formula. The formula is, when we convert mixed number to an improper fraction, we multiply natural number and denominator. In that answer, we will add the numerator, and which is divided by the denominator. For example, the number is 5 whole 3 by 9. According to formula, we will multiply 5 with 9. This 9 is the denominator. Plus, what is the numerator here? The numerator is 3. So, we put it here. And the denominator remains the same. There is no change in the denominator. Now, when we solve this equation, 9 multiplied by 5 equals to 45 plus 3 divided by 9. 45 plus 3 which is equals to 48 by 9, which is our required result. So when we convert this mixed number, that is 5 whole 3 by 9 into improper fraction, we get the answer 48 by 9. Example 2 is convert 3 whole 2 by 5 to an improper fraction. So the first step what we will do is we will multiply the whole number part by the denominator. Here the denominator is 5. So we will multiply 5 by 3. When we multiply 5 by 3, we get the answer, that is 15. In second step, we add this 15 to the numerator. The numerator over here is 2. So we will add 15 plus 2, which is equals to 17. So the required result above the denominator is 17 by 5. Now we will discuss how to convert an improper fraction into a mixed number. For converting fraction into a mixed number, we will use the method which is mixed number equals to quotient plus remainder divided by divisor. Now what will we do? We have to divide the given number and we will get our required answer. You can see here we will divide 9 by 2. So this is 9 and this is 2. This is the divisor. So when we divide 9 by 2, 2 4s are 8. The 4 which is called quotient. When we subtract 9 minus 8, we get the remainder 1. Now from here we will write our mixed number. How we will write this mixed number? We will write this. First we will write the quotient which makes the whole part. Then we write the remainder which is 1 and then we write the divisor. This remainder and divisor makes our fractional part. So when we convert 9 by 2 into mixed number, we get the answer 4 whole 1 by 2. Here is another example, that is convert 18 by 4 to mixed number or a natural number. Now students, you can see here we have the fraction 18 by 4. First of all, we will convert this fraction into its simplest form. You can see here that 2 is the common factor of these two numbers. So we divide these two numbers by 2. We get the answer 9 by 2, which is our simplest form. Now from this 9 by 2 we will get our mixed number. When we divide 9 by 2 we get 4 as a quotient, 1 as remainder. So now how we will write this in the form of mixed number? We will write it here 4 whole plus 1 by 2, which form a mixed number, that is 4 whole 1 by 2. You can see over here that 18 by 4 equals to, these are 4 wholes, 1 whole, 2 whole, 3 whole and 4 whole, and this is 1 half. You can see that this is 1 half. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, these are 4 wholes, plus 1 by 2, we get the answer 4 whole 1 by 2. Now this is your assignment related to week 9. Your assignment is, you have to solve textbook pages, page 66, practice question 1 to 4, page 71-72, practice question 1 to 3, practice page 77, question 1 to 2. And from workbook, you have to solve the pages from 49 to 59. After completing the assignment, use the given link to submit your assignment. The link is student.apms.pk. Now we will move toward the topics of week 10th. The topics of week 10th are comparing and ordering fractions, and the second topic is fraction of a set. The objective of week 10 are to compare and order fraction, to find the fraction of a set, to interpret fraction as part of a set. First of all, we should know what is comparing and ordering fractions. Students, comparing and ordering fractions is a way to examine fractions that contain different sized sets. This will help us to find which fraction is greater and which fraction is smaller fraction. In order to compare these fractions, we must find a common denominator and make equivalent fractions. Students, there are different possibilities of comparing a fraction. For example, if the denominators are the same, then the fraction with the larger numerator is greater. For example, 3 by 5 is greater than 2 by 5. You can see here we have two fractions. The first is 3 by 5 and the second is 2 by 5. Now the denominator in both fractions are 5. This is 5 and also this is 5. So the numerator here is 3 and this is 2. So 3 is greater than 2. So the fraction that contain 3 as a numerator will be larger fraction or greater fraction. So 3 by 5 is greater than 2 by 5. If the numerator are the same, then the fraction with the lower denominator is greater. For example, we have two fractions. The first is 1 by 8 and the second is 1 by 12. Now you can see here that numerator in both the fractions are 1 and the denominator, this is 8 and this is 12. So 8 will be greater than 12. So the fraction 1 by 8 is greater than 1 by 12. Now the question arises, if the denominator and numerator are different, what will we do? Then we will follow the step 2. Now what is step 2? The step 2 is, If the denominator and numerator are different, then a common denominator should be found. For example, here we have first fraction, that is 2 by 5, and the second fraction is 1 by 2. Now, to solve this, we will take a common denominator. An easy way to do this is to multiply the denominators so that we can get a common denominator. We are given by the example that are 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. So here the denominator are 5 and 2. We have to make these denominator common. So we multiply first fraction, that is 2 by 5 by 2, and the second fraction, that is 1 by 2 by 5. So when we multiply first fraction by 2, we get the answer 4 by 10. And when we multiply second fraction by 5, we get the answer 5 by 10. Now, in the final step, we will compare the new numerator and we will get the greater fraction. As you can see here, the first is 4 by 10 and the second is 5 by 10. The denominator are same and the greater fraction or the greater number here is 5. So, this 5 by 10 is greater than 4 by 10. Let's try another example to find out which number or fraction is greater. Here we have two mixed number and we have to tell which is greater. The mixed number are 1 whole 5 by 8 and the second is 1 whole 3 by 4. As you can see here that whole parts are the same, that is this has 1 and this has 1. So whole parts are the same. We will use fractions or numerators and denominator to find out which is greater. So we will use equivalent fractions to compare 5 by 8 and 3 by 4. Now here this is 5 by 8. You can see here that we have divided this shape into 8 equal parts. Out of these 8, 5 are shaded. Our second fraction is 3 by 4. That is, this shape has been divided into 4 equal parts and out of these 4, 3 are shaded. Now we have to make this 4 8 because we have to make the denominator same. So we will multiply this 4 by 2. When we multiply this 3 by 4 by 2, we get the answer 6 by 8. You can see here now this shape is being divided into 8 equal parts and out of 8, 6 are shaded. Now we will draw these numbers into number lines. You can see we have started from 1 and ended at 2. That is, whole parts are 1 and 2. We have divided it into 8 equal parts. This is 1 whole 1 by 8. The second is 1 whole 2 by 8. Here this is 1 whole 3 by 8. Here we have 1 whole 4 by 8. Here we have 1 whole 5 by 8. This is our required first number, our first mixed number or fraction, and the second is 1 whole 6 by 8 or 1 whole 3 by 4. This is our second fraction. Then this is 1 whole 7 by 8 and again this is 1 whole 8 by 8 which is equals to 2. Now in this number line you can see that 1 whole 6 by 8 lies after 1 whole 5 by 8. So this is greater, that is 1 whole 6 by 8 or 1 whole 3 by 4 is greater than 1 whole 5 by 8. Now, what is ordering fraction? Ordering means to arrange the fraction either in ascending or descending order. To arrange the fractions, we have to follow the following steps. The first is, first check the whole numbers, arrange them in orders. In case the whole numbers are the same or there is no whole number, check the denominators. In case of same denominators, arrange the numerators in order. And finally, in case of different denominators, use the common multiple to make the denominators same. Check the numerators and arrange them. Example is, arrange 9 by 5, 1 whole 1 by 10 and 1 whole 3 by 10 in ascending order, or you can say in increasing order. Now you can see here that we have two mixed number and one fraction. In mixed number, 1 whole 1 by 10 and 1 whole 3 by 10. You can see that whole parts are same. So we have to consider 1 by 10 and 3 by 10. You can see here that here numerator is 1 and here numerator is 3. Now 1 is less than 3, so 1 by 10 is smaller than 1 whole 3 by 10. Now we will compare 1 whole 3 by 10 and 9 by 5. Now we will convert this 9 by 5 into mixed number. How we will convert this into mixed number? We will convert it into mixed number by dividing 9 by 5. When we divide 9 by 5, we get 1 whole 4 by 5. So 1 whole 4 by 5. We have to make here this 5 10. Why 10? Because we are comparing it this 1 4 by 5 with 1 3 by 10. So we have to multiply this 5 by 2. So when we multiply this 5 by 2, we get 1 whole 8 by 10. Now we have got the mixed number, that is 1 whole 8 by 10. Now we are comparing 1 whole 3 by 10 and 1 whole 8 by 10. Now which is smaller? Smallest we have already found, that is 1 whole 1 by 10. Again we have to write 1 whole 3 by 10 and at the end we will write 9 by 5. How we will plot this on the number line? You can see here we have 1 whole 1 by 10, 1 whole 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 4 by 10, 5 by 10, 1 whole 6 by 10, 1 whole 7 by 10, 1 whole 8 by 10, 1 whole 9 by 10 and 2. Now this 1 whole 1 by 10, this is the smaller. Then we found 1 whole 3 by 10 and this 9 by 5 or 1 whole 8 by 10, this is the greatest. So in ascending order, we will write it as, the first number is 1 whole 1 by 10, the second is 1 whole 3 by 10 and the third is 9 by 5. Students, now we will learn what is fraction of a set. If the word set is used, it means the set shows the group of anything. The group may be the set of students, set of cars, etc. For example, there are 12 children altogether. There are 5 boys and 7 girls. Now, how we will write this in the form of fraction? These 12 children are our set. In set, we have 5 boys and 7 girls. Now, 5 out of 12 children are boys. We will write it in the form of fraction like this. That is, 5 by 12 of the children are boys. 5 are number of boys and 12 is total number of children. Now we will solve another example. Here we have 3 red cubes, 4 yellow cubes and total are 7 cubes. So the red cubes in the form of fractions are 3 by 7 and yellow cubes in the form of fractions are 4 by 7. This is the assignment related to week 10. Assignment is you have to practice from textbook page number 84, page number 89 and from workbook from page number 60 to 66. After completing the assignment, use the given link to submit your assignment. Link is student.apms.pk. Allah Hafiz.